Hey there, Mrs. Feil here. So this is our last module together. Yay! And it's called The Power or the Danger and the Power of a Single Story. And we'll be talking about it a lot. The fact that when we only hear one thing about a group of people, we create stereotypes. And stereotypes are not necessarily untrue, but they aren't a complete view of a single person or a group of people. So it's very important to have multiple stories and for people to tell their stories so that we get to know them. And stories don't necessarily need to be all true. Most of what we've read so far this year and talked about so far this year have been nonfiction pieces or real reality pieces. We've had very little fiction or not necessarily true pieces in here. This module will be different. We're going to have a lot of fiction pieces because where telling the truth and telling facts to people does inform them, we will discover through this module that in a lot of ways, it's easier to reach people and draw them into a story where you can create the emotion and the vision, kind of like Tim O'Brien talked about. You want to create that emotion and the details don't matter. That's true in this danger or power of a single story. A single story can draw you in and give you a huge emotional gripping on you and teach you huge lessons. But if we only listen to a single story about a country or the people who are in a country or the people who are even on a continent, we can't lump anybody of Mexican heritage together. They lived in different parts of Mexico. They have different traditions. Same thing throughout Latin America. Same thing throughout Europe. You're not European. You're specifically Hungarian or French or British or Irish or something else. We tend to do this with Asia. We tend to people are Asian and we just tell one story when there are a lot of different countries and a lot of different cultures in Asia or in Africa, which is a continent, not a country. There's a lot of different countries that make up Africa. And one of the first people we will hear is the lady from Africa talking about the fact that the power of a single story, how people see her because she's from Africa, how people still think it's a country and not a continent. So let's be aware that a lot of the readings are going to be longer in general than the ones we've been reading before, but I will be here with you reading them and talking about them, and we will take our time with them. So, but it's also going to be probably one of the more interesting modules because it is going to be so much fiction, and it'll probably be one of the more enjoyable modules. I love the book that we read. I love Tim O'Brien's Things We Carried. I think it's an emotional powerhouse, and I love the book. And a lot of the stories we're going to hear here are the same way. They're going to be very emotional and present pictures of people in their own lives or how they react to other people who they don't know and have no experience with. And I hope you enjoy this module. And just remember, it's the last. Okay, I'll see you when we start readings. Remember, a lot of readings, a lot of tough questions, just like usual. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to come to me and ask, okay? And we'll get through it together.